Hi everyone, my name is Halaly and I bring to you today the story of Dr. Halaly, a courageous Sudanese doctor, humanitarian, currently living in Uganda. At just 30 years old, Dr. Halaly has witnessed unspeakable violence, fled a war zone, and continued to serve others in exile. He is now living in Uganda, rebuilding from scratch, and doing everything he can to return to his calling, healing and teaching his people. This campaign supports his next chapter, reestablishing his medical practice so that he can continue providing urgent care and long-term health services to these war-torn areas in Sudan. Sudan is facing one of the most devastating humanitarian crises in the world, and it is largely ignored. Millions are displaced, civilians are being targeted by the Rapid Support Forces militia, health infrastructure has been obliterated, and yet global attention remains painfully limited. Dr. Halaly's story changes that. Rather, it brings it all together. It reminds us that our world is indeed shared, and our responses must be collective. I will be hosting a small benefit in my town of Seward, Alaska, a place where I have found deep community and connection over the years. We'll screen my filmed oral history interview with Dr. Halaly, followed by a live Q&A with him from Uganda. It will be an evening of witness, story sharing, story listening, and purposeful giving. But this isn't just about one night in a small town in Alaska. It's about building something much, much larger, a global circle of support around a man who has dedicated his life to healing and helping others, even while navigating his own displacement. The funds will go to basic medical equipment and supplies, relocation, licensing fees, transit, rental support for clinic space, infrastructure to expand outreach, etc. As a public interest technologist, I believe in the future of humanitarian AI and equitable public health solutions. But that future begins with recognizing human dignity in crisis and standing with individuals like Dr. Halaly, who are already doing the work against impossible odds. Dr. Halaly is not new to this work. After the war broke out, he immediately, after locating his people, his family, he immediately set up a makeshift practice at a camp where he served thousands of people in several months' time with limited support. He made fundraisers to collect donations for food and water, since that was scarce and malnutrition was high. This narrative isn't about survival. It marks where we go from here. We, the collective, those of us watching. When so much of the world is in turmoil and we can feel helpless, people like Dr. Halaly should be a beacon, our leaders, not a martyr to be sacrificed in senseless conflicts. This is the kind of person we invest in. Your support will not just rebuild the practice, it will help sustain a necessary moral order. A moral order that is based on medical ethic rooted in compassion and life-affirming care. Most of all, it will bring a spotlight to the crisis, a long overdue spotlight on a crisis that the world can no longer ignore. Please share widely and join us from wherever you are in the world. Because community is not a boundary. It is a tethered bond that we maintain. Thank you.